Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my Warner Brothers DVD collection. So I start with everything they've released so far. So I start this from 2003 to 2019. So I start. First one is Elf, just came 2003, it's PG. There's a side, there's a back speaker, takes more bad language, parental guidance, shouldn't view some sees maybe suitable for young children. Here's a disc. Next is Harry Potter Complete 8 Film Collection. Here's the front, here's the spine, here's the other spine, here's the top, here's the bottom, here's the back. Next is Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. This came 2000, it's a U. There's a side, there's a back suitcase, very mild slapstick violence, University of All. Here's a disc. Next is Tom and Jerry Cartoons World Champions. This came 2012 as U. There's a side, there's a back suitcase, very mild comic violence, University of All. Here's a disc. Next is Happy Feet. This came 2006. It's a U. There's a side, there's a back suitcase, scary moments, University of All. Here's a disc. Next is The Ant Bully. This came 2006. It's a U. There's a side, there's a back suitcase, mild language and scary action scenes, University of All. Here's a disc. Next is Fred Claus. This came 2008. It's PG. There's a side, there's a back feature tales, more common violence, language and sex references, parental guidance, shouldn't view some sees maybe suitable for young children. Here's a disc. Next is Grounded. This came 2006. It's PG. There's a side, there's a back speaker contains crude humour, parental guidance, shouldn't view some sees maybe suitable for young children. Here's a disc. Next is TMNT the movie. This came 2007. It's PG. There's a side, there's a back speaker contains more fancy violence, parental guidance, shouldn't view some sees maybe suitable for young children. Here's a disc. Next is Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. This came in 1998. It's a U. There's a side, there's a back suitcase, no material likely to offend or harm, University of All. Here's a disc. Next is Baby Tweety. This came 2012. It's a U. There's a side, there's a back suitcase, no material likely to offend or harm, University of All. Here's a disc. Next is The Wizard of Oz. This came in 1939. It's PG. There's a side, there's a back feature tales, more bad language, parental guidance, shouldn't view some sees maybe suitable for young children. Here's a disc. Here's a bonus disc. Next is The Secret Garden. This came in 1993. It's a U. There's a side, there's a back suitcase, behavement theme, University of All. Here's a disc. Next is Scooby-Doo Went to Wonder Dog. This came 2006. It's a U. There's a side, there's a back suitcase, no material likely to offend or harm, University of All. Here's a disc. Next is Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This came in 1999 at CU. There's a side. There's a back. So contains no material likely to offend the harm University of Hull. Here's a disc. Next is Jack Frost. This came 2000 at PG. There's a side. There's a back. Speaker contains mild language and sex references. Parental guidance and view, but some may be suitable for young children. Here's a disc. Next is the Polar Express. This came 2004 to you. There's a side. There's a back. Speaker contains mild pearl. University of Hull. Here's a disc. Next is the Goonies. This came in 1995. It's 12. There's a side. There's a back. 12 contains a hanging scene. Suitable only for person 12 is no not too small to any person with an age. Here's a disc. Next is Baby Tom and Jerry. This came 2012 to you. There's a side. There's a back. So says very mild slapstick violence. University of Hull. Here's a disc. Next is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This came 2000 to PG. There's a side. There's a back. Speech contains mild language and sex references. Parental guidance and view, but some may be suitable for young children. Here's a disc. Next is Lego Legends of Chima, the Lion, the Crocodile, and the Power of Chi. This came 2012. Here's a front. Here's a spine. Here's a back. Here's this 1. Here's this 2. Next is Sammy's Great Escape. This came 2013 to you. There's a side. There's a back. So you can taste mouth threat. University of Hull. You'll see it as a back. Here's a disc. Next is Scooby-Doo and the Snow Creatures. This came 2013 to you. There's a side. There's a back. So you can taste most scary moments. University of Hull. Here's a disc. Next is The Knock Job. This came 2014 to you. There's a side. There's a back. So you can taste mild action, very mild bad language from Aldred Hume, University of Hull. Here's a disc. Next is Scooby-Doo meets Batman. This came 2014 to you. There's a side. There's a back. So you can taste mild violence and threat, University of Hull. Here's a disc. Next is the Flintstones and WWE Sonic SmackDown. This came 2015 to PG. There's a side. There's a back. Feature test mild comic violence, parental guidance, and view, but some may be suitable for young children. Here's a disc. Next is Storks. This came 2016 to you. There's a side. There's a back. So you can mild slapstick, very mild bad language, University of Hull. Yes, leaflet as a back. Here's a disc. Next is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This came 2016 to 12. There's a side. There's a back. 12 murder threat. Suitable only for person 12 is no not to 5 to 10 for their age. Yes, leaflet as a back. Here's a disc. Next is Sully Miracle on the Hudson. This came 2016 to 12. There's a side. There's the other side. There's a back. 12 murder threat and frequent strong language. Shoot for only person 12 years no not to 5 10 past by their age. Yes, leaflet as a back. Here's a disc. Next is the Lego Batman movie. This came 2017 to you. There's a side, there's a back suit, there's Malcolm and Franz Reed Humor from Batman University Fall. Yes, leaflet as a back. Here's a disc. Next is the Nut Job 2 Naughty by Nature. This came 2017 to you. There's a side, there's the other side, there's the back. She says Malcolm Start Violence University of Hull. Yes, leaflet as a back. Here's a disc. Next is the Lego Ninjago movie. This came 2017 to you. There's a side, there's the back suit, says Malcolm and Friends, Fairmont, Bad Language, Root Humor, University Fall. Guess leaflet as a back. Here's a disc. Next is Teen Titans Go to the Movies. This came 2018's PG. There's a side, there's a back feature test more violence, threat, read humor, practical and gender of some sees maybe suited for young children. Guess leaflet as a back. Here's a disc. Next is Smallfoot. This came 2018 PG. There's a side, there's the other side, there's a back PG, frequent more bad language, practical and gender of some sees maybe suited for young children. Yes, leaflet as a back. Here's a disc. Next is Fantastic Beasts: The Grams of Grindelwald. This came 2018 to 12. There's a side, there's the other side, there's a back. 12 murder, fancy, threat, suit 20 plus 12 is no suit 5 20 plus for their age. Guess leaflet as a back. Here's a disc. Next is The Midnight Gang. This came 2018's PG. There's a side, there's the other side, there's the back. Speech takes miles about scenes of bullying, innuendo, parental guidance, and film some scenes maybe suitable for young children. Here's a disc. Next is Pokemon Detective Pikachu. This came 2019's PG. There's a side, there's the other side, there's a back. Pikachu, mild fancy threat, parental guidance, and film some scenes maybe suitable for young children. Here's a disc. Next is Shazam. This came 2019 to 12. There's a side, there's the other side, there's a back. 12 murder, violence, threat, horror, innuendo, bleep, strong language, suit 100 plus 12 is no notice for 10 plus by the age. Let's leave that as a back. Here's a disc. And the last one is Joker. This came 2019, 15. There's a side. There's the other side. There's a back. 15. Strong body violence language. Shoots on the person of 15 years old. Not used by 10 first for their age. Yes, see, there's a back. Here's a disc. So yeah guys, thank you for watching my video and I'll see you in my next video and goodbye.